talk college football. UNC is a good team. At times I thought they may have been great. They are a good team that I simply do not trust to show up week in and week out.
Wow.
They are too good to be inconsistent, yet they're inconsistent.
That's fair.
Right? That's a backhanded compliment and a half, and I apologize, but it's the only way I can accurately convey my feelings. That they're talented enough that there should be a feeling of, I know what I'm going to get from them this weekend. As a team, I just don't. I know what I'm going to get from their offense. As a team, I just don't. The part of their season, like the when the 2023 retrospective about Carolina Tar Heel football is written, the thing that is going to be most remembered is the fact that as soon as we believed in them, the wheels fell off. Right? As soon as we started saying college football playoff, as soon as they got into the top 10, as soon as we started fully believing in them, losses to UVA, losses to Georgia Tech, or loss to UVA, loss to Georgia Tech. They're too good to let that be their memory, yet that's where we are. And now they have a rematch of the ACC Championship game. North Carolina, Clemson. At Clemson, by the way.
I want to say it's the first time they've played down in Clemson since 2010.
Maybe.
It's been a while.
Let's hear what Drake May has to say about it, and more specifically, if he sees it as kind of a revenge game or a get-back game from the ACC Championship.
Obviously you're trying to, put out a better game than we did last time. I still think we outrushed them in the ACC Championship. I thought we threw it around good and moved the ball well. Just the red zone, was the story of the game. They ended up throwing the pick six. Just can't do the fumble turnovers. They won the turnover about 3-0, and I fumbled one with Amari on out the drive. We were up 14-7. They ended up getting 7 out of that. So I think we really hurt ourselves. Nothing that they did. We were moving the ball well, and just got to make some more plays down in the red zone. But I think we ran it. I think I threw for 250 plus or something, and we ran it for 130. I think Coach said 135, 136 this morning. So it's a good defense. They're gonna make plays, and we're gonna have some adversity. Just got to be able to handle it and get ready to get back after it.
They are too good to be inconsistent. Well, guess what? Right? If this season is going to be remembered for North Carolina as the season that as soon as we believed in them, they ripped the chair out from under us. Well, there was an easy win against Campbell, then an exciting win against Duke. They've crawled their way back into the top 20. The world is starting to trust them again. Earlier today, I went to ESPN.com. Not ESPN local, not ESPN college football, not ESPN, classic. I don't even know if that's still a channel anymore. I went to ESPN.com, and the headline, right? They have that like the flip through screen where the big stories at the top, they rotate through. The number one big story, when you clicked on it, and I'm sure this has been replaced by the Michigan news or maybe the Joe Burrow news, but at the time, during at one point in time today, the number one story on ESPN.com, I'll read you the headline. College football week 12, : can UNC get back into New Year's 6 contention? ? That was the number one article on ESPN.com at points today going into week, whatever that is, 12. College football week 12. Can UNC get back into New Year's 6 contention, meaning the big bowls? That's the world slowly, once again, believing in North Carolina. Well, what's the saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm not jumping in with both feet. And Clemson is ready for this, trap game?
Never thought you'd hear that in a sentence.
Because Clemson right now is very obviously not Clemson, right? They're not what they've been the last 10 years. But that doesn't mean they're bad, right? It's like you're going to walk in going, oh, goodness, hey, thank goodness we're not playing them back when they had Trevor Lawrence, or heck, thank goodness we're not playing them back when they had T. Higgins, DeAndre Hopkins, Travis Etienne. I mean, you can go on and on. the Christian Wilkins, Dexter Lawrence from Wake Forest. Like, thank goodness we're not playing them then. Well, they beat number 15 Notre Dame, and they smoked Georgia Tech in their last 2 weeks. They're good enough to do something. It's crazy to say, but Clemson is obviously good enough to catch UNC sleeping. And I'm not 100% sure that North Carolina won't go into this game sleeping. Because we've seen them go into games that they had no business losing, and we've seen them go into it sleeping. This is game that I wouldn't say this is a game they have no business losing. If Clemson comes out playing their A-plus game, this is easily a losable game, right? This is not losing to Georgia Tech. This is not losing to UVA when you're a top 20 team in the country. This would be Clemson with much more talent. It's understandable, but because of that, I need you to show up ready to play.
Also, remember, there's a reason why Dabo Swinney, despite their faults this season, still controls, I think, a 96-9 all-time record when playing at home.
Maybe. I don't know what the record is off the top.
It's a crazy number like that. And also,
I went cross-eyed there for a second trying to total that up. He's won a lot of games. I know that much.
It's Clemson's senior day, so there's a reason for. There's something for them to play for in that. And I mean, again,
maybe recruiting Will Shipley.
Huh? Yeah, getting Will Shipley to come back. It does have the factors of a trap game for North Carolina.
So my point is this. I say all of that to say this. Prove that you learned your lesson. Right? When you lost to UVA, you can go back and find the tapes. You can find the podcasts wherever podcasts can be found of this very show. When they lost to UVA, I was very much like, all right, you got one. Everybody gets one. Hopefully you've learned your lesson. They went into the Georgia Tech game, and I predicted that they would beat Georgia Tech by 30. I was like, they are going to learn their lesson. They're going to show up. They're going to be locked in from the opening kick. They're going to play great, and they didn't do that, and I was wrong. I'm not falling for it again. I hope they did learn their lesson. I hope they do wax the floor with Clemson because I think that's good for the ACC. I think it's good for everybody involved. I can't predict it, though. Because they've shown to be a line step. They're a habitual line stepper. Not a good way to describe it.